Police officers are not used to citizens opposing them when they issue orders, even if those orders are illegal. Today we're discussing entitled cops who were shocked when legal experts showed the cops their proper place. Let's go to the video. A group of cops, one of whom wasn't even wearing his uniform, approached a guy who was simply filming in public. The cops started accusing him of planning a terrorist attack, which was odd right off the bat. I mean, why would an off-duty cop get mixed up in something like this if not to just show off a bit for his colleagues who were actually working? It sounds a lot like he just wanted a piece of the action to boost his own ego. Saying someone is planning a terrorist attack just because they're filming is a massive leap to make. When the guy asked for proof, the cops couldn't give him a concrete answer.
It's weird that you're recording outside a police station at this time of day with nobody.
I've explained, man. Would you mind identifying yourself? Section 43, yeah? So have you got to be reasonable suspicion that I'm a terrorist?
Section 43.
Right, what suspicion have you got that I'm a terrorist? Alright then, go on then, get on with it. Alright, what suspicion have you got that I'm a terrorist?
The fact that you're recording outside a police station.
Oh, I hear that, I hear that. No, you can.
Yeah, it's just a bit weird that you're searching that.
What suspicion?
Take this off as well.
Can I just leave it there?
Yeah, put it on the floor.
Yeah? Section 43, what reasonable grounds have you got that I'm a terrorist?
Alright, you're
That's suspicious behaviour. What are you expecting to find? What are you expecting to find?
We're not sure yet.
Police station is obviously a high risk of terrorist threat, and that is why we decided to search you today. Alright?
How does the terrorist threat? What does that mean?
Filming outside of a police station.
Why I'm recording, sir?
You're not given a good reason for why you're doing that.
Could you have freedom of information request if you really felt that way?
Freedom of information request what? What am I requesting? None of you got body worn camera on.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, thank you. So what were you expecting to find in this, sir? Do you mind if I grab the phone, yeah?
Yeah, I love to.
Alright, so what were you expecting to find on me? What are the grounds for the search? Do you mind answering the question?
How many times have you been filming outside of the police station?
I'm not going to answer that question. So what were you expecting to find on me?
I don't know what I was expecting to find on you.
So what were the grounds for the search? Filming isn't enough grounds for the search,
As I said to you,
Section 43 again. Do you know why it was introduced? Do you know why it was introduced?
A power to search
Why was
someone who
Section
they
43
reasonably
introduced?
suspect to be a terrorist. Reasonably
What
suspect
do you
is a 2 out of 10 on the register.
2 out of 10. So what do you reasonably suspect of me being a terrorist?
Because you're filming outside
Is
police
this how you detain a terrorist?
Police stations are obviously
Why have you not put me in cuffs then? Why have you
value
not put me in
targets for terrorists.
One cop did mention he had a suspicion about some wrongdoing, but that still doesn't really answer the guy's question, right? Then this cop tried to make a point by saying that filming near a cop station was already enough to be suspicious in and of itself. It seems like they were trying to portray the guy as a terrorist just for doing something perfectly legal. These cops seem to think they had the right to disrupt someone's day just like that, but their reasons weren't sufficient, and it seems like once their egos got fired up, they couldn't just let it go. So they decided to search the guy without a warrant or his permission, treating him like he was a confirmed threat. I mean, how would searching him suddenly prove whether or not he was a terrorist? Honestly, if these cops are looking for authority and power, maybe they should consider switching careers. Being a public servant is supposed to be about serving the community, not about asserting dominance without good reason.
So from our perspective, we're wondering why you're stood out here filming, doing something which we would consider hostile reconnaissance.
It's not hostile reconnaissance. Someone doing hostile reconnaissance would do it covertly.
And that's why we suspect and why we need to search you.
Hostile reconnaissance would be done covertly.
It doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be, but... So why was Section 43 introduced in the first place?
See, that's the thing. A lot of people got nothing to do. I was eating my breakfast.
So what have you got to do? Unlawful searches? Is that what you do, yeah?
Have you got nothing to do with your life?
I've got nothing to do with my life. No, COVID's got us doing stuff like this. What do you do with your life? Just unlawfully search and detain people? You know I can sue you.
Okay.
You know I can sue you.
Okay then.
You haven't said what you're expecting to find. You didn't have reasonable suspicion. APCO 2010 says filming isn't reasonable suspicion. On the Met Police website, it says that filming isn't. Why was Section 43 repelled? European Court of Human Rights, yeah, repelled Section 44 of the Terrorist Act in 2010. For what reason? And now you're just using Section 43. So this is what we do now, yeah? We done now, yeah? Alright, I'm gonna keep filming. I'm gonna keep filming.
Moved on by other officers.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna keep filming. What?
Nothing to do with that.
I've got nothing to do, yeah.
Alright,
what have you got to do? Unlawful detentions and that?
Yeah, just leave it. We'll print it and put it on. Have you circulated the fact that he's being weird? Right, sweet.
All right, you're dismissed, yeah?
Dismissed.
Yeah, you're dismissed, yeah.
This time, a group showed up to film around a prison, aiming to create content that highlights how workers treat people exercising their constitutional rights. Right from the start, a female cop and her colleague fell right into their trap, giving the filmmakers exactly the kind of footage they were hoping for. These cops started off by insisting that the crew shouldn't be filming there at all. They also said that the only reason anyone should be near the prison is to visit someone, and even then, they need to have a specific name or permission to visit. The man arguing with the cops made a solid point. He said that the area is open to the public because it's a place where people can come visit others. Therefore, he argued they had every right to film there. Then the situation heated up when the female cop made a move that was pretty out of line. She claimed that the prison was private property. However, when pressed on who actually owns it, she had to admit it was owned by the government. And again, it raises the question, who funds this prison and all other government buildings if not the people themselves? It seems like these cops need a bit more education before they start interacting with the public. As law enforcers, they should at least know the basics, right?
There she is. Oh, she's got her. Hey there. Hey, we're wondering, where's the visiting area?
You gotta go on the sidewalk.
Oh, you can't come back here to visit people in this prison?
Yeah, you can.
Oh.
You have to be on the sidewalk. You can't be filming, man.
Oh, it's the filming that's the issue? But people can come back here without the camera?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
We're trying to document the procedure on how to visit somebody at this prison. You gotta go ahead and call that, man. There's a procedure. You gotta fill out an application.
Okay.
There you are. So we called to come and ask you guys if we could come in and take some B-roll footage of the parking lot, right?
You can't take anything. You have to stay on the sidewalk over here. That's the closest you can get. So if you guys have a zoom lens from there, then you can get as close as you can get. But
well, I was trying to document like a documentary on how to go about the procedure on how to go about visiting an inmate at this prison. So like I wanted to go in and walk. This is
oh yeah, you're not doing any of that. Nah, bro, you can't just come in and take film.
Yeah, why not?
Because it's a prison, man. This is security.
I mean, I'm not asking to go behind the doors.
Yeah,
and
no,
the
it's not
box,
happening now.
You know, I mean, just into the lobby, right?
No, you can't do any of that. Now, if you wanted to do something that for documentary purposes, you would have to get it approved to the warden, signed off by everybody.
Where do you just walk up into over there? Is that the public area?
Yeah, they go into the front depending on who you're visiting because we have 3 different institutions. You know, we have the camp over here, regular, and then the FTC.
So just over there, that's the doors that we'd go into to visit people?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because, I mean, if it's open to the public, then, I mean, the camera shouldn't have anything to do with it. It's open, right? I mean, that shouldn't matter.
No, you can't bring cameras in.
Yeah, but I mean, can you tell me the CFR then? Is there a CFR that says you can't bring a camera on the public area?
Yeah.
Actually, it's posted when you come in. We're going to need you to step across the street.
The CFR is
Can you
posted?
please step across the street? You're not allowed to post
No,
around
I'm just
private
asking
property.
what the CFR is that says that you can't come in here with a camera. Because it's open to the public. You say you can come in to visit
You're not
people.
allowed to have recording devices on the property.
That's why I'm asking, ma'am. Can you tell me the CFR that
We're
says
going to
we
need you to stop recording. Go across the street.
Well, I'm asking you politely if you can tell me the CFR, ma'am.
No, sir.
Is there a CFR or is
I
it
need you
just?
to go across the street. It's posted. This is private property.
Okay, and what's your name? Because you're not listening to me. I'm trying to ask you a serious
I need you to
question.
step across the street.
Okay, ma'am. Can you give me your name then? Because you're giving me a directive. Can I just get your name?
Sure. My name's posted. It's J. Owen.
J. Owen. Okay. So there's no law. You're just saying
It's
that
private property.
this is private property. Who's the owner then?
The federal government.
The federal government owns private property.
This is our property. You're not allowed to record, sir.
It's not your property, ma'am.
Step across
It's
the
public
street.
property.
It's-
The people own it. I own
not-
it.
no.
I'm a taxpayer, ma'am.
Sir, you're not allowed to record.
Ma'am, but you can't
Step
tell me the
across the
CFR.
street.
You can't tell me the CFR that says I can't record.
You are not
Right?
allowed to record on on government property. You need.
But it's open to the public. That's why I'm saying I'm not in the restricted area, ma'am. I'm just in the public area.
If I don't leave, am I going to be arrested?
However, these cops quickly realized that the people they were confronting knew the law better than they did and were real experts on legal matters. Feeling outmatched, they called in additional colleagues for backup. When more cops showed up, they seemed to feel a lot stronger and more in control. There's something about cops banding together that really amps up their sense of power. One of these cops then started claiming that these people would be arrested for trespassing if they didn't leave immediately, but that didn't make much sense. How could someone be arrested for trespassing on public property? Even on private property, people can't just be arrested right off the bat for trespassing. They have to be warned first, and only if they refuse to leave or come back after being kicked out can they actually be arrested. These people were just standing on the sidewalk in front of the prison entrance, a clearly public area where the cops had no real power to just force them away, yet one of the female cops started making threats, hoping to scare them off. However, these people knew their rights. They knew the worst that could happen was just more cops showing up. And one cop made a particularly silly claim. He said there was a sign that marked the spot as private property. When the man asked him to show him the sign, he actually said, just because you don't see it doesn't mean it isn't there. It was such a weak attempt at manipulation. Did he really think someone would fall for that?
You're trespassing. We're telling you to leave.
Right. Yeah, but you can't just tell members of the public to leave, though. This is open to the public. Like, you don't get. She's saying that it's private property. It's not. It's public property.
Is that your name, or are you the warden? You know you're trying to grab me right now. I shouldn't do that.
No, I'm just telling you to put your stuff down.
What's up, boss? Put my camera down. Put it down. No. Don't touch me. You're tripping.
Yeah, but I was trying to ask this lady, Owen, what the CFR is. It says you can't have cameras in here. But nobody will tell us the CFR.
See that sign? It says federal prison.
Yeah, that's why we're here, because it's a federal prison. So if we don't leave, you guys are going to call the police on us? Or did you guys already call them? Because we don't want to flee the scene if you call the police. You didn't call the police? I was just asking. Did you call the police or not? Did you call the police, ma'am? Hello? You don't answer?
It's time to go.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and go.
All right.
We'll follow up on the rules.
What was it? What.gov? What.gov?
BOP, Bureau of Prisons.
Okay. No, but I'm not going across the street. I'm standing right here where the sign says no trespassing. I'm staying here. These guys don't have arresting powers. No.
Just one thing, 100% for freedom of speech and everything, but you guys will have, if you're going to film, you have to be in the public easeway.
That's where we are.
Well, it's still the federal property right here.
We're on the easement, sir. We're on the easement.
Okay.
We're not on the property, we're on the easement. See how there's the light right here? Right?
Yeah, but there's no light right here.
There's enough room for a person to walk?
Yeah, you're pointing over there.
Right here too.
I know it typically starts, I mean, they'll let you guys know, but it typically will start from right there, you're good. But on this side, you're...
Okay, so you're saying, what are you saying? That you want us to move 2 feet this way? I mean, what are you trying to say right now?
You guys be able to just move across the street?
Right there, right there.
No, I'm not going to move across the street.
See, somebody wants to walk down the side of the road.
I'm not being unreasonable, I'm just saying either right there or right there.
Let me explain to you how trespassing works. You see this fence and the signs on it? If we pass that barrier after we've been warned like we have, then we're trespassing. Right here is out in public. I know that you don't get paid very much. I know that your job is not that difficult. I mean, I did spend 7 years in the Department of Corrections myself, so I understand your job capacity, and it's not all that complex. This is very complex. You're arguing things you don't know. Back away and go back into your job. You're getting paid not to talk to us right now. We are out on the sidewalk. Just because you don't see one paved doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
These people decided once again to take matters into their own hands. They directly asked one of the cops if he was embarrassed by his behavior, knowing he could end up on the internet looking like a tyrant for everyone to see, his family, his colleagues, and even his boss. This question seemed to hit a nerve, and the cop fell silent for a bit. However, that didn't last long. There's really nothing worse than a cop with a bruised ego. He tried to boss them around, telling them where they could and couldn't stand, but that didn't fly with this group. They quickly reminded him he had no real authority to command them as long as they weren't breaking any laws. They made it clear that just because he felt slighted, he couldn't just order them around. It was a sharp reminder of the limits of his power in this situation. After all, you have to wonder, was it really necessary to have so many cops there just because 2 people were provoking them and filming in front of a prison? Don't these cops have more important things to focus on? I'm pretty sure they do. So why waste time and resources on something like this?
You're gonna look like a fool on the internet. Is that what you want? The internet's forever. Do you have friends and family that watch YouTube? Because they might see you on the internet. Let's act professional and not stupid and argue things with people that know that what they're talking about. We're not here on accident. This is a First Amendment audit. So obviously we know what we're doing, right?
Listen, I love it. No one's arguing with you. Like no one.
You are. You're saying go across the street. That's
well, you know what's about to be. So we'll do it right there, right there.
Yeah, but if it's not right, you shouldn't come over here and engage me. If somebody comes and says, "Hey, I don't like the gauges in that guy's ear," can you tell him to get out of the McDonald's or something? I'm not going to do that because it's not right. I'm out in public right now. You're out of your job capacity as another man speaking to me, asking me to go across the sidewalk. That's crazy, dude.
I got you.
I wouldn't do that to any of you. I wouldn't ask you to do anything.
First Amendment right, you would just walk away and disengage right now.
Say, hey, you guys are out in public. Appreciate you. Have a nice day.
Or my job's being right here.
No, your job, you have authority over the inmates, sir. You don't have authority over us as free Americans on a public easement, sir. Your job is not to babysit law-abiding citizens right now.
I don't know who's coming.
But your ego's in the way, and that's why you're doing that.
That's all they're doing is waiting for PD to do it.
Okay, fine. We'll wait too then, man. Like we did as you asked. We came over here. I don't even think that's lawful. I think we can be on there, but we did follow your directive. We came over here. Now you're coming over here telling us that we can't be on this public easement right here. We need to go over there or across the street, man. If somebody's walking right here and they're just walking by the prison, they can clearly be on this spot that we're at. So we're nowhere near. We're not a threat, okay, to your place. We're coming here clear as day with cameras. We're not trying to hide anything. We came right up to you guys. So I don't know why you're still here, man. Why don't you guys just go back to work?
All right.
Eventually, the cops had to back off because they couldn't win against these people. You know what's the most interesting part of all of this? These cops actually thought there wouldn't be any fallout from their actions being posted online. When one of the guys filming mentioned that the internet is forever and those videos would always be out there, you could almost see the realization hit one cop that his job might not be so secure after this video goes viral. Suddenly, he started scrambling to defend himself, insisting he was just doing his job. But really, I'm pretty sure his job description doesn't include hassling people unnecessarily, right? It was clear he hadn't thought through the long-term impact of his actions on his career. It's like he didn't get that once something's online, it's out there for good, viewable by anyone, including his bosses and maybe even future employers.
All right.
So we good then, or
Yeah, let's go.
are the police on their way?
I still don't know. But you got to go. On my end, you got to go. Right. Hey, man. I have 100% for first minute. I love it to the death. I have to go in. I have to follow my. I'm not going to argue anything that you guys have to say.
I'm just saying the internet's forever.
All right, no.
When you're told to come out here with a bunch of dudes with cameras, you know how many subscribers?
But you got to understand.
But you got to care.
It's your
It's your future, dude. This job's temporary. It's forever. The internet is forever. It doesn't go away. It doesn't go away, you guys.
100% with First Amendment rights. I'm not arguing with you guys at all. I'm not calling you any type of names. I'm not saying you're not supposed to do it. Just do it safely. That's pretty much what it is.
Next time you're ordered to come out here and tell us to go across the street or over there, challenge that authority. Absolutely. You're a human being. You have a job, a duty as a human being to question any unethical orders that aren't lawful.
I appreciate what you guys do, but you guys are good, all right?
Think about it, man.
You guys are good.
You got a seed planted in your brain. Let it develop. Think about it.
All right?
Walk of shame, is that what that's called?
Yeah. That guy came out that was in regular street clothes. I don't know if he was like the warden or...
They do have a cop.
That was an off-duty cop, probably.
Oh, was he? Closing the gate now?
This time, an issue popped up because these cops didn't get the whole First Amendment thing. They noticed a man looking at a car that wasn't his, and right away, they decided that was enough reason to check him out. They thought his behavior was suspicious. And sure, it might have been a bit unusual, but that doesn't automatically mean it was illegal. The man, feeling cornered, asked the cops who approached him to tell him exactly what crime they thought he was committing. One of the cops tried to explain that usually when someone is eyeing up cars that aren't theirs, they might be planning to break in, rob stuff, or even steal the car. But if you follow that logic, then nobody should ever leave their cars out in public because you can't stop people from looking at them. Doesn't that mean everyone who looks at a car wants to steal it? Nah, definitely not. These entitled cops were shocked when this man, as a real legal expert, challenged them to cite the exact penal code of the crime they suspected him of committing. That shut them up because they couldn't name the penal code, and there really wasn't any crime being committed. This encounter left the cops a little bit wiser, hopefully, about jumping to conclusions without solid grounds. It goes to show how important it is for everyone, especially those enforcing the law, to know their stuff before they act.
It has nothing to do with what I'm doing, and you can't put further crimes on me at this moment. I've done nothing.
I never said I was looking into vehicles.
Well, it doesn't. What happens in the past doesn't make me suspicious for doing what I'm doing. Okay, and what crime is suspicious? And what crime is suspicion?
When somebody's going up to vehicles...
What crime is that?
Are you going to let me answer?
No, I just want the crime. What is it? What crime am I violating by you saying I'm suspicious? What crime is that?
By going up to vehicles that don't belong to you.
What crime?
Looking into them. All right, that's the steps leading up to
penal code.
Entering a locked vehicle. Which is
penal code. I'm looking for a penal code that I'm in violation of here. You're saying suspicious. No, you said I'm suspicious. That's not law. There's no law that you can...
You understand under the Constitution that you're referring to, right? That
I have a right to record in public, yes.
If an officer has reasonable suspicion to believe that crime is afoot...
And what crime is afoot?
I just told you.
Suspicion is not a crime, sir. I'm asking for a crime. No, okay, did you see me try to enter a vehicle? So then you guys don't attempt to put that on me. No, don't. 1 second. 1 second before you cop explain. 1 second. Don't cops blame because I didn't even touch a vehicle, guys. You have cameras. I didn't even touch a vehicle. So don't try to say I'm unlawfully entering any vehicle. So then there is no crime being committed, right? So then therefore you guys are talking to me because is suspicion a crime?
Yes. If an officer has reasonable suspicion.
What penal code is suspicion? No, you have to have suspicion of a crime.
Correct.
What crime?
The man tried to make it clear to the cops that there was no reason for them to be chatting with him, but they kept asking him why not. Maybe it's because he hadn't broken any laws. Maybe because the First Amendment clearly states that people have the right to take pictures and record in public anything they can see with their own eyes without needing anyone's permission. This also means that the cops should just observe the activities from a distance and not interfere by asking someone what they're up to. Despite this, more and more cops started to show up, but even with their numbers, they couldn't outsmart the man. Every time one of them tried to make a point, the man was quick to interrupt because they were off base. He seemed determined to teach them a lesson they wouldn't soon forget anytime, or at least there was a hope. In reality, it's likely as soon as they finished up with him, these cops would just move on and maybe find the next person in about 5 minutes. They'd keep doing this until they found someone who wasn't aware of their rights or who was actually intimidated by the cops.
I told you entry to a locked vehicle.
But you know what? You guys see I haven't entered any vehicle, so how could that be in your mind as a crime? I mean, this is ridiculous, guys. I just gave you the Constitution. I'm allowed to film in public. I'm in public. I haven't touched a single vehicle. There's no reason for us to even have this conversation.
Why not?
Because I'm not doing anything illegal. You guys are here to uphold laws.
Right.
If no law is being broken, you hold no authority. So you telling me my actions are suspicious, that's just you telling me my actions are suspicious.
Correct.
So prove a crime.
But we're not proving a crime. That's why.
So then why are we talking?
Because we have a duty.
You guys could have allowed me to just go ahead and gather my content and go about my business. I didn't do anything. You didn't even have to initiate contact.
Sure.
No, you didn't have to. No, you chose to. You chose to. No, it's not because no crime was being broken. No crime was being committed.
Right, so
you said suspicion. That's not a crime. No crime was actually being committed.
We've explained ourselves. You've explained
yourselves. Suspicion is not a crime. For future references,
but
suspicion is not a crime.
It gives us a reason to come up and speak to
someone. You could come up. If you choose to come up and speak, then that's your choice. Yeah. But until the crime is actually being committed, you have no authority. The best thing for you guys to have done was to wait and see if I did anything illegal. Instead of just coming and saying, oh, you're suspicious of... No, because you came out and said I was suspicious of a crime. Me just doing a First Amendment protected activity is suspicion of a crime.
Can you imagine a bunch of cops showing up to a guy's door asking to talk to his wife or girlfriend? It might sound crazy, but stuff like this happens all the time. And not just 2 cops at the door, but more arriving every minute, all of them insisting that the man let them speak with his wife. The man didn't mind them talking to someone, but he had a big issue with how they were going about it because these cops showed up without any warrant or permission. These cops weren't too pleased when the man started questioning their authority. In an attempt to assert his dominance, one of them went as far as to wedge his foot in the door.
Don't worry about it, sir. You can't come in without a search warrant, so we don't need to do all that.
Okay.
Just
we need to talk to her for the incident that just happened.
Okay, I'll talk to her.
No, we have to talk to her.
I'm not gonna let y'all talk to her.
So, but she's in the house?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
Okay, it sounds like she is.
I just woke up, so.
So unless you want to,
it can get a lot bigger than what it is.
Yeah, exactly. So if you can come back with a warrant, then we can do it the right. We can do it the right way, unless y'all want to do it y'all ignorant way that y'all used to doing it.
It's not ignorant, but if you guys want to go to jail, have charges on y'all, that's fine by me.
Got what?
They do the impeding investigation thing to try to get you a charge and so can I get names and badge numbers, please?
Do me a favor.
Can I get names and badge numbers, please? Can you do me a favor? Can you do me a favor?
Where's the second policy?
Name and badge number. Can I get name and badge numbers, please?
Hey, is this your apartment?
No, ma'am.
It is your apartment.
Okay. Can I get names and badge numbers? Y'all come to the door directing things, thinking y'all run stuff, but when I ask for name and badge number, excuse me, sir, can you?
Badge number 96.
That's all right.
Yeah, but you need a warrant. Please don't do that.
Please don't do that.
Let's not do this.
That's trespassing.
Who is the person struck his head?
Let's not do this.
Please don't do that.
Let's not do this, sir.
Please don't. This is my house.
Who's the person?
You
Please
know
get your feet off
that
my
you need to have a warrant to enter anybody's home.
Thank you, baby. Show me.
Is she inside?
No, stay down there. Stay down there.
Is she inside?
Yeah, she's in there.
Okay.
Well, we're just trying to get him out of here. That's all we trying to do.
Okay, so in order to do that, we
I need to talk to
I
the
want you to
person
know that your
hit
foot
his
is over
head.
the threshold of the house. So I just want you to know that.
That's where the foot is gonna stay.
Yeah, and I want you to know that please don't go any further unless you have a Fourth Amendment signed trespass.
Where's that person right now? Get her car out to talk to me.
I don't understand you, sir. Can you slow down?
Get that person struck this gentleman in the head. Get her car out to talk to me.
Can y'all translate for me?
Yes, translate.
Tell Sydney to come outside. Y'all are gonna make this a bigger issue than it has to be.
You know, y'all already are actually.
Where is that person right now?
So this is the thing. I can go off what he's saying, that she assaulted him, or I could get her side of the story. That's what we're trying to do. I could jump the gun and not get her side of the story, but I want to get her side of the story. Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
Yeah. So if she's here, come have her talk to me. Okay?
Now, I just want y'all to know.
Sir, move your feet off.
Is he above y'all? Is he over y'all? Is he over y'all?
He probably thought this move would show how powerful and important he was. It was actually just breaking the law. If that isn't trespassing, I don't know what is. If these cops really had legitimate business at this address, that's fine, but they should handle it properly. Where did they get the idea that they could just show up without a warrant and assume they have the right to enter someone's home and do whatever they want? It makes you wonder, if the cops who are supposed to enforce the law don't respect it, what else can you expect from them?
What does that matter?
Because y'all just did what he said and y'all know what he said to do is not right. This is the disconnect we have between y'all, and y'all wonder why we sit here and have these discussions and these
So
things.
I want you to let me talk to Sydney.
I'm not allowing you to talk to Sydney.
But we know she's in here.
You assume that she's in here. You're investigating, right?
Hey,
Right.
what's his name? What's his name?
I can't pronounce it.
Baytown Police, once again. Y'all are live stream, by the way.
That's
just letting you know. Are y'all body cameras rolling?
They are.
Okay. This is like, I guess, the third incident within like less than 2 months.
This is the third incident?
Talking to the people, and it's not pertaining to this specific incident. Baytown Police has been here a few times within the last month and a half.
In regards to Sydney or something else?
Like I was just saying, like not this specific situation, but something else. The little quote you made about the law degree, law school.
You have one?
I do.
No. Yeah.
What you got?
Yeah.
What you
I mean,
want?
it's kind of disrespectful just to assume somebody might not have a law degree because of the 6 months of training you took. Is it?
Post college.
Post college. Oh. Well, Morris High Temple of America. Pretty sure you're familiar with it.
So you do still realize you're making this a bigger deal than it has to be?
Am I?
What are you live streaming on? What are you live streaming on?
Social media.
Which one?
Either one. It doesn't matter. Everyone, really.
Let's call my friends and go
You
ahead
know
and get on so they can see me.
You know Sydney?
Oh, you one of them? The social ones, you know, the ones that communicate with the public.
Huh?
Oh, you talking about community policing?
No, just you know, some police like your boy, the one from China that brought his constitution all the way over here.
Okay.
He said he doesn't really converse too much with the public like that. The guy that was just right here, the Chinese Asian looking dude. Excuse me, can y'all let her by? Or would she be impeding the investigation as well, since y'all are blocking her entrance, her exit, her front door?
Yeah,
She wants to.
What's going on? 'Cause I just gotta.
A group of cops approached a man who was just sitting on the curb between police cars in a parking lot. Instead of thinking he might be taking a break from the heat, they jumped to the worst conclusion and assumed he was up to no good. Knowing how things can go, the man quickly pulled out his camera to record the entire encounter for his own safety. This made the cops a bit nervous. They switched their tune, pretending they just wanted to check if he needed any help. The man made it clear he's fine. He just didn't want any assistance. But the cops continued to hover around him. This pretty much showed that their initial approach had different intentions. I mean, if they were genuinely concerned about his well-being, they could have left as soon as he assured them he was okay. Then the man started to ask each of the cops for their names and badge numbers, but most of them acted like it was beneath them to provide that info. Most of them seem to forget that part of their job is to identify themselves whenever a citizen asks. This interaction just highlighted a big problem. When cops forget the basics of their duties, it doesn't exactly inspire confidence in their ability to handle bigger issues.
What are you doing?
You're staring into our police cars. It's kind of odd. So what's your reason for being here?
What was that?
What's your reason for being here?
Looking around, man.
Okay.
What's your reason for being here?
Come take a seat on the curb while we identify you.
Negative. What would I do that for?
You've been walking around, I've been watching this for a while. Just want to make sure you don't need any help.
Now you just want to make sure I don't need any help?
What do you mean?
It switched from go sit on the curb to we just want to make sure.
The question.
But I've answered the question.
Okay.
Do you need any help?
I've already answered that. That I'm not looking for anything from you guys now. Okay.
Okay, that's what I'm asking. Because people usually don't just walk around and try to figure out.
Okay.
You or somebody that has probably been here or do something or looking for something, that's the reason I asked.
Okay.
Do you need any help?
Understand the reason you're asking.
So I gotta hear the answer. Do you need any help?
You don't have, no, I understand you want an answer, but hold on.
Is this one of these audits?
I understand you want an answer, but you don't need an answer, right?
I don't.
Okay.
No, and that's why I'm asking you. If you need help, then I'm here to help you.
But I've answered that like 4 times.
Which is not, you don't need any help?
Yeah, I've already said that.
Okay, well that's fine. I just didn't hear it because I was walking from there. So I just walked up here. I just bring it. Okay, so then that was being, you don't need that from anything. That's fine.
Okay.
Would you like to give us your name or no? Sir.
No.
Sir, would you like to give us your name?
What was that?
Would you like to give us your name?
No, I'm good. How about you give me your name though?
It's right here.
What was that?
It's right here, Sergeant Hussein.
Right here?
Right here, sir, Sergeant Hussein.
Okay, there you go. Now we're talking. What's your name? Name and badge number? Yo, mute. Name and badge number now. Do you hear me? Do you fucking hear me or not? Name and badge number. Name and badge number. Say it. Identify yourself.
Are you stepping over towards me?
Yeah, I'm getting close to you. Is there a problem with that? Is that illegal? Is that illegal? Give me your name and badge number.
It's on my chest.
What's that about?
It's on my chest.
You could just identify, right?
It's on my chest.
Just say, hey, my name is whatever. What if I can't pronounce it? What if I want it for the record?
Well, you have it on video.
How do you know I zoomed in on it?
You have it on video.
How do you know I got it close enough? Am I walking towards you?
Sure.
You fucking tyrant?
Sure.
You have to grow a couple inches to fuck with me anyway.
Listen, man, if you don't need
Name and badge number. No, now this is different now. This is different now. I was walking around looking around. This guy's telling me he's going to identify me and take a seat. This dude's trying to get in a stance like he's going to fight me.
However, one of the cops decided to handle things his own way. And honestly, it would have been better if he had just kept quiet. He told the man that they needed to know who he was. And that was their reason for approaching him since they didn't recognize him. But here's the thing, cops don't need to know everyone's identity just because. That's what the Fourth Amendment is all about, right? Then this cop claimed they felt threatened because the man approached them. But let's get this straight, they were the ones who walked up to him while he was just sitting on the curb.
Look, these guys work. Sir, sir, listen.
Fuck that, fuck you.
Okay.
What's your name and badge number?
Just gave it to you. You were talking about.
What's your name and badge number? This is some fucking bullshit. This is how you guys act? Like this dude? No, listen, now I don't want to hear your little spiel now. Check this out. This is how you guys act like this? Like this guy? Because I literally walked close and said name and badge number? And that's why he's getting in a stance like he's about to fight? With his fucking hand by his gun? Who cares if you know me? Not all the citizens are out to fucking hurt you guys, you fucking idiot. What's wrong with you, dude? You act like that? I can walk up to you. I don't want to hear your analogy. I can get as close to you as I want. Is it illegal for me to get close to you? Is it illegal for me to walk up like I did and say, hey, name and badge number?
Get close enough to constitute a threat for me? Yes, sir.
To constitute a threat? I can stand right fucking next to you, bud. That doesn't mean I'm threatening you, okay? No, that's not an opinion. I can say, look, I get even closer to him. Am I threatening him? I'm not threatening him because I'm close to him. Hold on, understand. What I want you, I don't want to argue and have a big, listen, I don't want to argue and have a big tussle with you guys. I'm trying to get you to understand a point of view here. I'm trying to get you to understand a point of view here with this guy, dude. Why is he all hyped like that, getting ready for a fucking combat, getting ready for a fight? Clown, dude, you need off the streets, bro. He's dangerous. Fuck that, he's dangerous. What car number is he in?
And what did they expect? That he wouldn't stand up? Of course, he wanted to defend himself from cops acting like tyrants. After all, if they don't want someone coming up to them, then they shouldn't go up to other people for no good reason. It makes you wonder, what would you do if you ran into entitled cops like these, who think they can make up new rules whenever it suits them?
That is, I do need you. Now I need some complaint forms. That's a dangerous cop, dude. I literally walked up so I could get close to his name because he wouldn't say it. And the dude, was that wrong or not? At least tell me that. Tell me that. Was that wrong or not? What he did, was that wrong or not?
If you walk to somebody in a threatening manner that he constitutes as threatening.
That he constitutes as threatening. Yeah. He can get ready to battle a citizen.
Well, I don't know who we are, sir. I don't know you. I don't know who you are.
I was walking. That guy's got like 4 of you right here, and I'm just walking up with a camera, going, "Hey, name and badge number." But the point is that's not okay.
Okay. You made a point,
handle it. Did I make the point? Yes. What else? So my question is, are you going to deal with that?
I will talk to him. But the point is, listen.
That's all I ask. I mean, I'm going to get a complaint form and we'll take it a step further. But at the very least, come on, man, that was ridiculous.
But do you understand where he was coming from?
No, I don't.
Okay, let me explain to you. We don't know who people are and they walk up to them. If it constitutes a threat because people don't answer questions, they don't tell us who they are, they don't give us the purpose they are here for, we would take it like, hey, this is not a normal contact, wasn't it?
No, a threat is when somebody's coming up to you in a threatening manner, babe. Not fucking walking up with a camera with both hands on my camera going, hey, name and badge number. Hey, name and badge number.
Okay, man.
You already told me, but I'm just making a point. It was easy for him. It wasn't even easy for you. You didn't want to give it. You said it's right here. And then you gave it. This dude, no problem. Hey, my name's such and such. No problem. Easy money. Thank you. I appreciate you. But that dude, mute and then ready to battle and shit. I mean, come on, bro. Nah, I got it on camera. You guys should have a height requirement, man. That fucking little midget cop ain't gonna do nothing to nobody except kill him. And that's the problem we have. That's what's dangerous.
Next up, we have a situation with probably the most unreasonable female cop ever. She rushed up to a man, then started yelling at him for being too close and told him to back off. Sorry, but wasn't it her who approached him in the first place? How could she then claim he was too close? Then another female cop came over and tried explaining that they were in the middle of an investigation and the man was distracting them by being too close. But again, that's their issue to handle, not his. The man was in a public space where he has every right to be. If the cops need privacy, they should have set up some yellow tape around the area, don't you think? It's kind of sad to think they were so easily distracted by one man if their work was so supposedly critical. However, she kept on explaining why he shouldn't be so close, now saying their computers contain sensitive information that shouldn't be recorded. But again, it's their job to protect that information, not the man's job to watch what he records. He has the right to record whatever he wants in public. It's as simple as that.
Scoot back. You're too close.
I'm more
Scoot
than
back.
Excuse me, do
Go
not
back
touch
on
me.
the sidewalk.
Do not touch
Scoot
me.
Back.
Do not touch
Scoot
me.
Back.
Do not touch
Scoot
me.
Back.
Why are you touching me? Get your hands off me. Don't you touch me. And you're getting a complaint. You have no reason to touch me. You have no reason to touch me, you tyrant. You have no reason to touch me. I'm more than far enough. Do not touch me. Do not touch me. Do not touch me. He's already getting his lawsuit. You're working on yours. I'm doing a First Amendment protected activity. Don't touch me.
You don't need to be within this close of the
I could be wherever I want. You. Are you familiar with anything that is visible from public can be recorded? Can you please tell this deputy this?
These are still private computers. You're just not
No,
allowed
but
to
he's
be
in
on
public, isn't he?
computer.
And you're a police officer in public, so you should have no expectation of privacy. If he wants privacy,
of an investigation.
that's fine though. If he wants privacy, he needs to get in his car and try to hide the computer screen the best he can. If I'm in public, yes.
Stand by. Now, I let you speak. Now
Okay.
I'm going to speak.
Go ahead.
Okay? In the middle of an investigation, you don't need to be coming up behind any of us.
Oh, no.
It becomes just a safety thing at that point. You
There's no
understand?
safety concern. Do you see how many officers are here and one person with the camera is always a safety concern? A camera should not be a safety concern. I have
don't know
loose
what
gym
else you
shorts.
have
There's
on
nothing
you.
on me, and I'm not going to give you permission to search me, so don't even go there. But I can record anything I see in public. So if I want to go to that sidewalk over there and record these deputies, I can do that.
But this female cop just wouldn't let it go. She told the man that if he decided to stick around, she would stand right next to him to ensure her officers were safe. Again, it seems like cops can make a big deal out of anything, even the harmless presence of a camera. And really, how critical could their investigation be if she had all this time to just stand next to the guy doing nothing? Then she started getting more personal, asking the man what he does for a living, which was totally none of her business. She went as far as to ask if he had permission to be snooping around, which was just absurd. You don't need a law degree to understand how constitutional rights work. It's clear that in public spaces, everyone has the right to observe and record what's happening. It's a fundamental part of our freedoms, and no cop has the right to challenge that without a very good reason. This kind of behavior from law enforcement just shows a misunderstanding of the basics of public rights and constitutional law.
Then I can go over there and record these deputies and whatever he's typing on that computer.
Well, then guess what? If you're going to stand behind them, I'm going to stand right there with you.
That's fine.
Because I'm not going to let my officers feel at risk.
You're pretty close to me, though, deputy.
I haven't touched you, Alex.
I know, but you're pretty close to me, and earlier she touched me.
Well, if you're in her investigation.
No, I was just as far as these people were, but she wants to get triggered because I have a camera. That's what happened.
Listen.
That's what happened with her.
What do you do for a living, Alex?
Oh, I don't answer questions like that.
No?
No. But you do. Can I have your name and badge number?
It's right there. You can see it on your camera.
You can't say it. Be professional and courteous and say it?
Besides spelling it, it's P-E-K-A-R-E-K.
That's better than anything. Than nothing. What, you want to shoot me? You want to take me to jail? Look at her. No, it's not drama. It's these officers need to learn their place. Need to understand that you're a public servant and that I can record you. I don't say anything to you guys until you guys say something to me. When I approached, I didn't say anything to you guys.
Alex, they're doing their investigation.
Yeah,
if you want to talk to anybody, talk to me. Alex, have you ever even asked to do a ride-along or actually?
You know, actually, I've been considering it. I have, but I don't think it'll be smart for me now.